Have you ever looked back at a relationship and thought, if they loved me, why couldn't they just love me the way I needed? That question keeps people stuck for years, because if they loved you, then why the mixed signals? Why the disappearing? Why the broken promises? Why did they keep coming back only to leave again? Today, I want to introduce you to one word that completely changed the way I understand relationships: capacity. And once you understand it, you'll stop confusing love with the ability to build a healthy relationship, because those are two very different things. One of the biggest lies we've been sold is this: if someone really loves you, they'll figure it out. It sounds romantic. It's in movies, songs, books. But in real life, it's simply not true. Love is a feeling. Capacity is a skill. Love is an emotion. Capacity is what someone is actually capable of doing with that emotion. Those aren't the same thing. Someone can love you and still not know how to communicate, still avoid conflict, still disappear when things get serious, still shut down emotionally, still make you feel lonely inside the relationship. That doesn't automatically mean they were pretending. Sometimes it means their capacity never matched their feelings. Think of it like this. Imagine someone has a tiny coffee cup. You need a bucket of water. They desperately want to help you. They keep pouring that little cup into your bucket. And again, you become frustrated, they become frustrated. Neither of you is wrong. The problem is you're asking a coffee cup to be a bucket. That's capacity. It isn't about desire. It's about what someone can consistently give. This is where so many people get trapped, because they stop looking at capacity and they fall in love with potential. I know they can change. I've seen glimpses. I've seen the loving side. I know who they really are. Maybe, maybe not. But here's the question that matters. Who are they consistently? Because relationships aren't built on someone's best weekend. They're built on their average Tuesday. Anyone can be amazing for a weekend. Capacity shows up over months, years. Consistency is where capacity reveals itself. I've worked with people who stayed for 5, 10, even 20 years waiting for potential to become capacity. They weren't in love with the relationship they had. They were in love with the relationship they hoped was coming. That's heartbreaking, because every little improvement feels like proof. Every breadcrumb feels like progress. Every affectionate weekend feels like, finally, we're getting somewhere. But then everything goes back to the way it was, and you're left wondering what happened. Nothing happened. You just saw their potential again, not their capacity. One of the hardest truths I've had to accept is this: someone's inability to love you well isn't proof that you weren't lovable. It's proof that love by itself isn't enough. Think about that. We've all met kind people who would make terrible partners. We've met generous people who can't communicate, funny people who can't commit, loyal people who completely shut down emotionally, good people, limited capacity. Those two things can exist together. Now, here's where I want to challenge you. Stop asking, do they love me? Start asking, what is their capacity today? Not 6 months from now, not after therapy they might never do, not after they finally realize what they lost. Today, can they communicate? Can they repair after conflict? Can they tolerate closeness without pulling away? Can they stay emotionally present when things get difficult? Can they be consistent? Because consistency isn't just a nice quality. It's one of the clearest signs of emotional capacity. I think this is why so many people stay trapped in emotionally unavailable relationships. They're measuring feelings instead of measuring functioning. Those aren't the same thing. Imagine hiring a pilot. He says, I really want to fly this plane. That's wonderful. Can he actually land it? Because desire without ability doesn't get you home safely. Relationships work the same way. And before someone misunderstands me, capacity isn't fixed forever. People absolutely can grow. I've seen incredible transformation. People become more emotionally available, more secure, better communicators, more consistent. But here's the part people don't like hearing. Potential doesn't heal your loneliness. Current capacity does. You can't build a healthy relationship with who someone might become. You build it with who they repeatedly show you they are today. That distinction can save you years of pain. If you've been blaming yourself, thinking, if only I'd been more patient, if only I'd love them better, if only I'd said the right thing, I want you to hear this. You cannot love someone into a capacity they don't yet have. You can inspire growth, you can support growth, but you cannot create it for them. And trying will exhaust you. I've seen people spend years trying to become the missing emotional skill set for the other person. It's fucking heartbreaking. because eventually they lose themselves. This is one of the biggest lessons I've learned, and it's become one of the foundations of everything I teach here as the Heartbreak Guy. Capacity matters more than potential, because potential is a promise, capacity is reality. If you're constantly surviving on hope instead of experiencing consistency, you're probably loving someone's future while starving in their present. If this video describes exactly what you've been living through and you'd like help untangling it, I work with people every week. We can meet through pop call, by chat, voice, or video, and work together one-on-one. You'll find the link in my bio whenever you're ready. And I want to leave you with this. Don't build your future around someone's promises. Build it around their capacity. Because love may begin with feelings, but healthy relationships are sustained by what someone is actually able to give.